What's up, YouTube? Big Rob here, and you're watching the Stella RT YouTube channel. Today, we are in South Georgia on the coast in the lovely city of Savannah, Georgia. We're about to cross over the Talmadge Memorial Bridge, and the Talmadge Memorial Bridge connects downtown Savannah to Hutchinson Island. It carries US 17 over the Savannah River and on into South Carolina. If you've ever been to Savannah and you've seen this thing, you know that it is absolutely huge. It is the biggest structure in the city. You can see it from anywhere you are in the city. If you get lost, all you gotta do is find the top of the bridge towers and you're good to go. And the reason why it is so large is because it crosses the Savannah River. The Savannah River is the entry point into the fourth largest container port in the world and the largest container port on the eastern seaboard. The bridge is 1,100 feet from end to end. It's got 185 foot of navigational clearance from the water line to the bottom of the bridge deck, and the towers themselves are over 400 feet tall from the water line to the top of the tower. That doesn't include any structure under the water or any structure that goes down to bedrock. Now, if you live in Charleston, South Carolina, or Brunswick, Georgia, you know that this bridge has two what they call, I guess, sister bridges. The Sidney Lanier Bridge in Brunswick, Georgia, which was built after this bridge, is very similar to it. The same navigational clearance of 185 feet, whereas the Talmadge is almost 10,000 feet long. The Sidney Lanier is only 7,700 feet long, but the Sidney Lanier has a longer span, therefore it has taller towers of 480 feet versus the 400-foot towers on the Talmadge. Now, the Arthur Ravish Jr. Bridge in Charleston, South Carolina is much larger than both of these. 13,000-foot total bridge with a 1,500-foot span, 8 lanes of traffic, and is a much larger bridge. But all three bridges do share the same route of US 17. Now, this isn't the first bridge to be on the site that has the name of the Talmadge Memorial Bridge. The original bridge was built in 1953. It was a steel cantilever bridge that sat on concrete pilings. It was much smaller, much lower to the water, had a lot less clearance, about 50 to 60 foot less clearance than the current bridge does. And as the Port of Savannah grew, the bridge had to grow with it as well. So it was getting very close, ships coming in. They were very, very close to the bridge. So that's why in the late 80s, they decided to build the current bridge. Now, as we come up the ramp here, you can look to your right. We'll zoom in a little bit, and you can actually see the original concrete pilings are still there, that the original cantilever steel Talmadge Memorial Bridge sat on. You can notice that the clearance is much lower and it's a much smaller bridge. Now, speaking of the name Talmadge Memorial Bridge, it is named after Eugene Talmadge. He was a governor in Georgia in the late 30s, was a very conservative governor, and by today's standards would be considered a very controversial character. He was very racist, white supremacist, Jim Crow laws, and because of that, the city of Savannah has sought to change the official name of the bridge from the Talmadge Memorial Bridge to the Savannah Bridge. Now, there's no paperwork actually showing where the Talmadge Memorial Bridge was dedicated as the Talmadge Memorial Bridge. It just kind of opened, and the namesake from the original bridge was kind of carried over to the new bridge. Now, Savannah did pass that law saying that they wanted to rename the bridge the Savannah Bridge, but they do not own the bridge. The bridge is owned by the state of Georgia and the Department of Transportation, so that will have to go to the state legislature to be voted on to actually change the name of the bridge, and we're not sure if that's going to happen, so we'll see. Maybe the bridge might become might be the new Savannah Bridge, but before that happens, there are now plans in the works to replace the Talmadge Memorial Bridge. It's less than 30 years old, but with the opening up of the new locks in the Panama Canal, the Savannah port might see larger ships and has begun to see larger ships. And these ships will have problems navigating under the Talmadge Memorial Bridge. So in the next 10 to 15 years, we might actually see a larger bridge, maybe something like the Arthur Ravish that's in Charleston, come to Savannah. Well, if you've liked this video and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. That's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate you watching it. This is Big Rob with the Stella RT YouTube channel. Thank you very much.